somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
He's got away. Hits one! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Rice. Owen.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And that has been cleared. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. He's found some space. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Vinicius Junior. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Can he put it away? Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning... belts one!
Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Van der Vaart. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He's found a way through. Colomwani! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And with that, he takes home the match ball.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Inter Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can...
And we hit half-time, so no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, unless there is a significant change in fortune. It is 3-0 at half-time.
Winning lottery numbers.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Inter Milan are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. Has a look and has a go. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Barcelona are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Van der Vaart. And that's a good ball. And Owen! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Corner number 2 then. Pirlo goes short. Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has another go! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rice. He is through here. Chance for the header! They are rampant! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Was 80,314.
It's become a case of men against boys. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival. Van der Vaart. That's Beckham. Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh no, what has happened here? And a goal kick. Costa Curta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a sharp pass. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gavi. Van der Vaart. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. And that goes in for the header! He's got a goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Backward it goes. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Vinicius Junior, and it's big header! Harmlessly behind. Costa Curta. That's really well manoeuvred.
There will be
And here's
5 minutes
Owen.
added time.
And it's Beckham. He'll try from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Carvajal. Zé Roberto gets over and intercepts. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. Can he latch on to this? He's found the way through. Mbappe, can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Milan with the corner, they're first. He gets big! Oh, it's gone in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Big header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he goes cross-field. Neymar. And he was quick to react. Little pass back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
Great chance! Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Mbappe! And a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there's green grass. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now Vinicius Junior! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. Now it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior. Odegaard. Christian tries a shot! There's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Some really good ball movement. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
Security staff for each block.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So it's back to business. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Can he get onto this? Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
No way through. That pass isn't the best. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Can he put it away? It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Gavi. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Guardiola. Odegaard. Played back in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gavi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe. That has been cut short.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Neymar. Shot a goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Substitution for Inter, number 20, Mbappe.
So, time for changes
Number
on
6,
both sides, actually.
Vinicius
So a couple of
Junior.
front-footed alterations
Coming on
here,
the
a pair of
field,
forwards entering the field.
14,
Well, it'll be interesting to see
Cristiano
what
Ronaldo.
system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Neymar. Substitutions taking place.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, shooting chance! It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, good determined running there, but not backed by the
Added minute has
defence.
been indicated.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
He's picked his way through. Rafinha purring through the gears. And he's there to get it away. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So there it is. What struck you most about that? Well, hello, welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
as you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome
set.
to today's match.
The game should be a truly
England
entertaining one,
against
whichever side of it
Inter.
you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. And here's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. And claimed it back swiftly. He's found chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Throw in. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rafinha reaching three. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Adams. Neither side yet able to find the net. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played back in. Now it's has a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vinicius Junior. He could be in here, and that is expertly dealt with.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he was quick to react. Well, there's a probing ball. And it's Ronaldinho. Cross goes in, chance with a header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Matson. Camavinga. And here's Maradona. And that's been won straight back. Mbappe. Rodri. Could move up a gear here. David Villa. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Chouameni.
Inter have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Rafinha, he's shifting through the gears here. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. David Villa. Ronaldinho. And that'll be the last act of the first half. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for England, number 10, Ronaldinho.
And the action is back underway.
Number 7,
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Great hit! Marvellous goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Rafinha very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything.
David Villa! Oh, that wasn't far away. And that has left him in a heap. Matson. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hits one! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
The attendance for this
Inter
match
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Pete.
Shot a goal! And that is wildly off target.
Inter just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Rice gathers from the goal kick. Chouameni. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's gone for goal. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands.
And the keeper's given it away.
Adams.
Adams cuts out the pass. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
In for a header!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cafu. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
David Villa. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Lampard. Carvajal clears it away. Cafu gets across to intercept that. Rodri. That looks a good ball through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
There will be 3 minutes.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That has been slung wide. And we're done. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Berbatov. Berbatov! Rafinha. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good read. Camavinga. Great ball, and he's a decent hit! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Rafinha. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Inter Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He could be in here. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's cut it out. Ronaldinho. Rafinha. Rafinha! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rafinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Rafinha. Great chance! He has done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. And very
face-to-face with the keeper. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Rafinha. Plenty to aim at here. Hernandez gets it clear. Gavi. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Moved on forwards. Gavi. He's picked his way through.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Well, he certainly won't.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Camavinga. And no, that was never going to make it. Beckham. And it's Berbatov.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into air.
Hits one! No mistake! And right on half-time, that is telling. Simp. And the half-time whistle goes. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Inter Milan have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rafinha, he's shifting through the gears here. Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Nicked it back promptly. That's a super give and go.
Carvajal really added the width there.
Up for a header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Shot a goal! He scored! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Oh, what has happened here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has been cut short. Passes short and sharp. Ruben Dias. "75 minutes played. Gavi. Interesting ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Camavinga.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Messi has created one goal already. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's in on goal! Caught offside that time. Well read, nice interception. And here's Mbappe. He'll try from distance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Adam. And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see,
Hello,
we are all
everybody,
set.
and welcome to
The game
today's
should be
match.
a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Mbappe! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Stood up well to him there. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Torres. Maradona. He's played him through. Out for a throw. Oh, such a clever touch. Heads it! And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found a way through. Van Dijk clears it away. He's found a way past. Back in once more. Cleared without hesitation. Vinicius Junior! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Inter Milan claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And he's there to get it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafinha, well, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rafinha puts across him.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Camavinga! They just took too long getting forward.
Camavinga cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
And he's had it nicked away.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Camavinga. Maradona. Gets his pass away. Now it's Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. And that pass has been... well, it's Maradona! Goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space!
2 added minutes
That
has been
is
indicated.
glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's a measured...
Mbappe! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Well, Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Forwards and with intent.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He has found the way through. It's Maradona! Yes! And surely that settles it. And that really is so impressive.
The attendance for this match was
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control. Ruben Dias does well to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Adams has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
He gets big! And that is a truly outstanding save. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Rice. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gavi. It's run loose here. Carvajal. That has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. No way through there. And he's managed to get free. Cafu with the clearance.
2 minutes has been
Good-looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. He's shifted it to the flank. And time is up. Inter Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Rummenigge. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. It's a good ball out wide. Rummenigge. And the big chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Rafinha, and he's got the beating of his man. Cleared without complication. Inter Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. He's shifted it to the flank. He is through here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's gone for goal! Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Closing in on... Real chance! And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's in plenty of space here. Has a goal! They've scored! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Liverpool have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Here's a player who has defined a generation. Now it's Mbappe, and he's running through. Mbappe! Mbappe! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Adams.
2 added minutes has been
Vlahovic!
indicated.
Vlahovic! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good. Oh, no, this does not look good. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance to shoot. Shapes to shoot! That's another chance. Hernandez can get it clear.
Inter would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You could feel it.
Mbappe. And the finish! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe! That's really well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. Played out wide.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
He's picked his way through. That's a decent clearance. It's run loose here. And here's Neymar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Gavi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar.
Might want to be careful there.
No foul, says the referee. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe. Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
River Plate with the corner, there first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Costa Curta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Rafinha. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Inter just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Ruben Dias. Now it's Mbappe. Nicked it back promptly. Good spot, he's seen the run. Mbappe! Now it's has another go! Big chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
For an information bulletin.
Well, let's
from
not
the
beat
regional
about the
police
bush, Peter.
department.
It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looking for a corner. And he's there to clear it. And he thumps it clear. Mbappe! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, they could be caught out here.
The attendance for this match was
throw in.
71,649.
Inter showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's played him through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bastoni is there to clear. Camavinga. And the pass is intercepted. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Sergio Roberto getting this one clear.
River Plate surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And the cutback. And that has been cleared.
Inter truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 2 then. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
River Plate can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Gavi. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that's it. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. The action has already started. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Mbappe. Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Vieira. And it's Messi. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Drogba. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Here's a player who has defined a generation.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Adams. Here's Vieira. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bullet. Rijkaard. And here's Messi. Belletti. Messi. Collar. Gavi. Well-timed, excellent interception. And that has been slung wide.
That's going in strongly.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Costa Curta. Now it's Mbappe. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, right place, right time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bullet. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Now it's Messi. And Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Adams. Costa Curta. And it's
There will be
Rijkaard.
1 minute added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Well, and the first 45 minutes are up. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, it's been... Oh no, what has happened here? He's hit chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Milan are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Looking for options, for movement. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
The match was 80,113.
And here's Drogba. Played back in. Alisson catches it safely. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And the shot! Goal! Inter! The breakthrough arrives at last! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
No outsmarting him this time. And it's Messi. Belletti. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Swung over into the middle. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And now they can clear their lines. Mbappe. Now it's Camavinga. In he goes again! They've done it! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Rafinha at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
Significant moments.